Hello everyone and welcome to this week's update. It's been a couple of weeks since I last spoke with you and I hope everybody is well. And so much has been going on, not just at school but obviously across the world, and we're still in these tragic events of what's happening in Ukraine. We have spoken with the students about it, especially in the secondary phase. We are talking about it, and I just want to share an image with you on the screen about the local fundraising activities and our very own Zlanovi there helping out. And there's been a huge amount of donations from the children and from the staff in particular. And if anybody would like to know any more about how they can donate to the Ukrainian situation, then please do contact the school, and we're more than happy to pass any donations on. And just being quite, again, humbling the generosity of staff and students towards that tragic situation that is occurring in the Ukraine. So, lots and lots of events going on at school. Firstly, it was absolutely gorgeous to see families and people back in the building for Year 8's parents even this week. It was really popular. It was lovely to see so many families. Just nice to have people back through the door, get all of this absolutely really fantastic feedback about what we're doing. And ideas and suggestions about how to move forward and make it even better for yourselves and for the children. And one thing I am going to do, this is based on what Zainab's dad said, is about adding information about what's going on locally to this video. So at the end of the video, what I've got is all of the different things that are going on locally, as well as some employment opportunities and different courses potentially that any parents and families might want to get themselves involved with. So that's going to be at the end of the video. Since I last spoke, a huge amount has been going on, especially in primary. I'm pleased to say that we've had our primary and secondary numbers, and once again we are oversubscribed in both primary and secondary. That means we've got more children who want to come and more families who want to send their children to us than we have spaces, and we are more popular than we ever have been. So thank you for that, and it's nice to know that all of the hard work and all of the good news that's going on in the school and the reputation is getting better and better. As you will have known, especially primary families, Mr. Shaw has made the decision to step back. He sent a letter out before half term explaining reasons. He's still staying with us, which is absolutely brilliant. And this week we held our appointment process, our recruitment process for his successor. It was an incredibly challenging experience for the candidates. We had some really high quality candidates, and we have appointed Miss Taylor Smith, who will be starting with us as soon as she can, and hopefully in May. If not, it'll be September. And I know that she's desperate to introduce herself, get to know all of you. She is a superb candidate, lots and lots of experience. Is coming across from a school in Blakely near Manchester Way, and is really looking forward to working with all of us. Also, I just want to share some updated plans with you about the reception and Year 1, that Phase 1 play area outside of school. So over the summer months and hopefully for September, we're redesigning the play areas all around school, trying to get rid of more of that concrete and the tarmac, and really investing some money into better play provision and play spaces for your young children, for our youngest learners in school. So that's really exciting, and those images are on screen now. School, it's been as busy as ever. This week saw World Book Day. That is effectively an opportunity for the staff to dress up and make fools of themselves, if I'm honest. And the rumours of me wearing a unicorn head are absolutely false. I'd like to deny those. But some images on the screen here about staff getting themselves involved in World Book Day. Absolutely phenomenal activities. And some more images about what we've been doing over the last few weeks. We've had apprenticeship week before half term, where Porsche came in to speak to students in the secondary phase. We've had children going to Outback. They're still growing loads in the community kitchen, and it was lovely to have Nadine Mears, the Council of Mosques, in to come and look at the community kitchen and discuss all of the work and how we can deepen those relationships with the community and support our families even further than we're already doing so. So the images you're seeing are what's been going on, just a tiny snapshot of what's been going on over the last few weeks with mathematicians, magic magicians, I think it is. I can't even remember what it's called. We've had dance clubs going on. We've had some loads and loads of inter-sports activity with different schools. We won't talk about the 9-0 defeat for the Year 11s football team, but they were revising about for their mock exams, which is probably the reason for that defeat. But nevertheless, there's been a huge amount going on, and in a few months' time, or a few weeks' time, I should say, I want to talk to you about what's going to be on offer, hopefully after Easter, for children and for yourselves, about how we're going to look at providing more activities at the end of the school day, and especially as we start to think about this September coming, next academic year, what that will look like. And we've really reviewed our offer based on the feedback that we've had from yourselves, wanting more extracurricular activities, wanting more opportunities for your children. So I look forward to talking to you about those things in a few more briefings later on. Final part of this before I give the community updates. We're coming into exam season now in year 6, in year 10 and year 11. These year 6s are going to be the first year group who actually take SATs. Last year, obviously, we had our first cohort through, but they didn't take the SATs because of the COVID pandemic. This year, they're going to be taking SATs, and I know they're doing a lot of prep, and I'm really, really impressed. Whenever I go in there, they are such a lovely bunch of students. It's really nice to know just about everyone is coming up to us in secondary, and that's really, really positive. They're working phenomenally hard, as are their teachers, and I'm really, really proud of them. And then we've got year 11 mock exams starting this Friday, going into next week. We've got year 10 exams, and obviously we've got about 14 weeks now until the final exams in the summer. So this will be the first exam season that we've had for 3 years, really. It seems a long, long time. And getting into the habits of that. So in order to make sure that we're protecting everyone's learning in school, we have gone back to some quite tight routines and systems around school. Getting back to all of those familiar things that we used to do before the pandemic. And that's to make sure that we are protecting your child's learning. It's not being disrupted. We're making sure students are into school on time, into lesson on time, making sure that they're prepared, and making sure that the building is as calm and as safe as possible for everyone. And thank you for all your support. So we are having those challenges. And again, my challenge for you is please make sure that we're getting children into school. We're still not where we should be with our attendance. We're still lower than we were before the pandemic. We've got to get children back to school now. That is your responsibility. Making sure that they attend, whether that is, if they're not feeling quite right, still get them into school. It's really, really important that we do that. With the COVID regulations changing now, the advice is still, obviously, if you've tested positive, to isolate for 5 days. But as a family, you don't need to now. And we're making sure that when your children are feeling better, get them back into school, please. It's really important that we do that. That we make sure that we've got as many children in school as often as possible. We know that's the best way that the children can succeed. So that's it from me, and the last part of this video will be about all the different community opportunities. There are some employment opportunities as well that I've seen that have been sent through to me with Calderdale College and with SUMA. There are some parent workshops. Please make the most of this, and I look forward to seeing you more coming into the building. It's Year 9 Parents Evening this Wednesday, so I look forward to seeing the parents there, and I shall speak to you next week. Take care, everyone.